Hey guys, I want to cover a past concept with you today called spacing, and just want to go over one little term with you before we get to it. There are all different types of conflicts that patterns can put defenders in, and one of the terms is a horizontal stretch. A horizontal stretch is when if the red is the defender, where a pattern is on either side of the defender, and if the defender goes one way, you can throw the other way. So no matter what the defender does, he's wrong. That's called putting the defender in conflict. Spacing is a pass concept that stretches out across the field in a horizontal fashion and puts defenders in conflict. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about it. I think you're going to face a lot, especially with the 3-5-3s and cover twos, things like that. The very basic concept, it's not very difficult. Three-step drop by the quarterback from under. We're always looking at the slant, even if we're not going to take it. It's a pure progression read. Don't like number one, you go to number two, move to number three. Sometimes off of number one, quarterbacks will reset their feet to go to, two, the three, the four. Now, this right here brings up the first of many variations of this. This one is the back is in protection, so you have a six-man protection here. I also want to note that a lot of times it's run from a tight bunch. So let's get into the variations. This one you can see there's a two-back set, but the back motion's out and the ball is snapped here, so you have a kind of twisted version of that tight bunch. And then notice too that the back is a check release becomes the check down, actually the fifth option here. So 1 to 2, the 3 to 4 to 5, all right? Another variation you'll see is depending on the receiver, the single receiver and the quarterback sometimes can have a defined set of rules of how they're going to communicate as to what going to be actually run back here. Sometimes it's called individual, sometimes it's called playground, and you can see the options back here for this receiver. The most common one is a sluggo, a slant and go. You've been running slant. It seems like you're setting these defenders up for a slant and go. But you can see here that the quick out, the hitch, and just a now, you put your hands up and throw them the ball, especially against real off coverage, might be the option. The progression stays the same. Again, by alignment here, you can kind of see that you have a tight bunch, and then check release for the check down fifth option. Formations, you can get there differently, but the most common thing that I think that you're going to see is out of empty, right? You can run any two-man concept you want. These could be verts. You could run sail, which is a vertical route and an out here. You could run dragon, which is a slant and a flat. You could run levels or go vertical and then run an under route from the outside. And then if you don't like either one of them, still come back here and have a completion to this side. So a lot of different variations. There's a small clip after this. It's kind of grainy, but I think after seeing the slides, you'll be able to understand what's going on. Study this concept, get to know it, because I think you're going to see it this season.